Shonali Datta, who are you? What do you do?
Hi, thank you so much for having me. So, first of all, thanks for saying Shonali. So, I am a Bengali, a lot of people don't know. And my name does not have an H.
Correct.
So, I typically say Sonali, so people don't get confused. But it's actually Shah, so Shonali.
Shonali.
Yes. I'm a speaker, consultant, and coach. I'm the founder of a brand called Youmanize.
Okay, what is youmanize?
So, Youmanize is a spin-off, like the spelling of Youmanize is Y-O-U,
Okay.
which is like you, but it's a spin-off from the word called humanize, which is being more human.
Okay.
The whole point is in this whole advent of AI, technology, people are glued to the screen but not really connected to each other as human beings.
Correct.
I want to bring that back to workplaces, homes, schools, and just get us more connected to us being more human. That's what Youmanize is.
It's a wonderful thought because nowadays we don't talk to each other. When you're traveling in a metro or bus stand or even on the road, people are just so busy scrolling. We don't talk to each other. We don't like socializing anymore. So what made you think on this subject?
I like people, and I like it when real people like me. So I feel that whenever we are trying to do our works and go about our way, like you mentioned that even if we travel in other places, we are connecting with strangers on the internet, but we are not really connecting to each other. And how do you actually live without that social connection, right? Without that realness. So I felt that when you talk about workplaces, I feel like everybody has become zombies. You go to your work on Monday, you cry about it, you just do your work. Somehow you talk to people, even if you're talking to your colleagues, you're like bad mouthing your clients or talking about your boss, some problem. And then you're tired, you go back home, hardly get any time to spend with your family, with your friends. You do it over and over again till Friday. On Friday, you feel like you want to go party with your friends or with your colleagues sometimes nowadays. You get sloshed. Saturday, you do barely something or you party. Sunday, you only want to rest, and Monday, you're back. Where are we becoming people? What are we doing apart from just being robots and zombies? So I think that was my advent, and I didn't want to live a life where you're just doing the bare minimum. You have to be extraordinary.
As you said, from Monday to Friday we all work, and Saturday, Sunday we get sloshed. And I have a question. Like, is this relationship is so important even at workplace? Because very recently there was a girl called Abhilasha, a techie from Pune. She just writes to her father. She says, "I'm done living," and she kills herself. She's a techie, as I said, and big paychecks and privacy. You live in some other city, your parents are in some other city. So IT is still battling with psychological stress, burnt out, isolation, and staying away from everybody, wrong friendship, living in relationship, and torture from your boss, everything. How do we handle this now? Tell me how.
So I think the core of the problem in a certain sense is a lot of us want to live another person's life.
Very good, very good. Can you explain?
Yes, we look at a person and we only look at their good days because that's what's on social media, right?
Correct.
People are going, on foreign trips. They're having lavish weddings. They're spending so much on very branded clothes, and that's what they are posting. They are not posting the night after night work that they are doing to earn that money. They are not posting the problems they are having with their family. They are not posting the times when they are going to therapy or not going to therapy. Yeah, whatever. All of these bad days are not posted. So it's very aspirational in nature. And when I look at them, I feel like, oh my God, they have everything, I don't have anything. So in order for me to reach where they are and live the life that they are living, I will push myself. And I feel like I want to earn more money, right? Because I want to live a certain way. At the end of the day, that's that. I want to kind of show to the world I have also arrived. This is my definition of success is this. Car, house, whatever. Yeah, my kids have to go to a certain school, all of that. And when you do that, you push yourself to a level where that you're not able to handle that pressure. That will give you the result. And there's a lot of trade-off. What am I letting go in life in order to get the money, get the power, get the opportunities to live in Hindi banavati, a fake life that you don't really want. And a very interesting thing is that when I'm looking at someone and I feel I want that life, I'm only wanting the good part of their life. I am not wanting the bad part. I am not wanting the struggle. I am not wanting the feedback which is negative. I don't want the criticism. I only want to live like a celebrity who goes, clicks pictures, writes autographs, walks on the red carpet. I don't want the shooting days, the gym days, the bad days,
the diet.
The diet.
Because they have not seen, as you said, they have seen only the glamour part.
Exactly.
So they think that it is very glamorous.
Exactly. But nowadays, see, people are also showing little bit. It is changing. People are also showing when they are working out and really like unable to do it. But we don't like that content because they struggle. We are like, "Arey life में इतना struggle है, हमको क्यों देखना है?" I don't want to see that kind of content. So I think we are all living in a fake bubble. We have to wake up. We have to be real with ourselves and be like, what in my life is going good? If I want something, why do I want it? And the basic thing, is this a want or is this a need?
Need. Big
Very
difference.
important. Like our parents would always say, right? Is this a want or is this a need? And we would make eyes at them like, what is this lecture, Manto? It's true. If I want to buy this blazer, like I'll share something. I have an obsession with blazers. I have a lot of them. 2 wardrobes full, and I keep on buying. This year, my agenda, my challenge to myself is I will not even buy one blazer. It's been 6 months, more than 6 months. I have achieved it. Another 6 months also I will go without buying.
Excellent.
Because I realize this is a want, not a need. Something else is a need. I splurge on that. But if I look at another person wearing great blazers, I will have to see what am I trading off. Money, time, opportunities, extra work I have to do to get that blazer. It's a small thing. Now that could be a foreign trip. That could be a luxurious bag. So many things it could be. Are we really doing it? So we are pushing ourselves and we are creating this fake life that we are not able to sustain. Hence this pressure. Hence this pressure, and I feel that all these people that we are talking about are adults now. Succumbing to peer pressure when we are kids is okay. Because you are a teenager, you don't understand, you don't have the emotional maturity to kind of understand if you are getting bullied or if you should really listen to this person. We have already have bad friends all the time, right? As an adult, why are you still agreeing to this? If someone comes and shows off their life to you, I think we have to be more emotionally strong and be like, boss, that is your definition of success. It's not mine. I'm happy for you. Why am I letting that affect me? If you yourself are internally happy and strong, nobody can touch you. Let them do what they are doing. If they're coming and telling you things that you don't like saying, you distance yourself from them. These drastic steps are an accumulation of these everyday small things that we let it bother us. That has to stop.
I really liked when you said 2 things. One is therapy. The other one, already we have bad friends at school. Yes, of course. So first thing I'm going to talk about therapy. In India, 50 years back, we did not have any therapy. It is only Western culture, America or Europe culture. For us, therapists were our father and mother. Even today, there is a big joke that if any boy or girl goes and tells the father or mother that I am going into depression, they say eat and go.
I like it.
So, in our country, therapist is the biggest therapist is the mother. And what is the therapy? One chappal shot. Or Belan. Or anything she gets in her. And we come out of depression immediately. We don't go to the therapist. That's it, 2 minutes ka job. But now it is so famous in India, therapists are making money. Can you explain on that? Why are we going?
Yes. I tell you, I don't think our parents were therapists. So a lot of people who don't understand therapy, in my opinion, they go to a therapist and they tell, this is my problem, fix it. I just want to get rid of the problem. So our parents have kind of said, if there is a problem, let's quickly fix the problem. A good therapist will first help you understand the core of the problem. And they will never tell you this is how you should fix it. while talking to you, while going on a journey with you, you yourself will find an answer. I have been in therapy for at least over a good year and a half now. And on and off. Yeah, I've had panic attacks twice in my life. That was very scary. I could not breathe. There was a time I felt like there was a big rock that was kept on my chest. That was the kind of pain I felt. And that's when I understood that, oh yeah, I need it. Right? And this is required. And then slowly I had to, it's a whole journey. You have to find the right therapist. You have to, give yourself, open yourself so much that you don't judge yourself by talking to therapist. It's a whole thing. But our parents have always put a quick band-aid on the pain. This has happened. Quickly, let's fix it. Fix it because we don't feel like the problem will arrive again. If we fix it, we just want to get it over with. Fix it before anyone else sees it. Because we don't want other people to think we have it. Again, we want to look like we are perfect. We want to look like we have the life completely sorted. So, a therapy, in my opinion, is a much needed conversation with yourself. In today's busy world, nobody takes the time to sit and figure out, I felt bad today at this point of time. Why did I feel it? And for the longest time, one of our best friends used to be our therapist. At least one friend we would have, right? Bad breakup. People not giving us attention. Teacher said this, boss said that, boyfriend, girlfriend, partner said this. We'll call up that friend, we'll talk to that friend. That friend will listen to us, say yes, say no. And the funniest thing about that is, in a friend group, mostly the friends that I have, one-on-one or one is two, we will have one advice. Like a passing the pillow, I will pass this advice to you when you have the problem. When I have the same problem, you will pass it back to me. But we are not applying any advice. It feels nice to hear it from us, and friends are also sometimes coddling. They'll say, no, correct. What you feel is right. I also felt like this. People are only like that. But a good therapist will also make you understand, realize you are also part. You have also encouraged some behaviors, you have also behaved a certain way. Very recently I was speaking with my therapist, and they were very cutthroat and asking me, what gave you the right to judge this person? I don't think a friend can do it. If they do, I will stop talking to them because I am expecting you should make me feel.
Take my side.
Take my side. If a parent says that, I will get hurt in my ego, be like, there's no point talking to you, always say bad things to me. Leave it, you don't know anything. You don't know anything about my life. But when the therapist said that, I realized I have given you the right to say that to me, and I took it. But didn't take it personally. But it took some time. So this is what therapy does to you. All the feelings that you have, before you brush it aside in the carpet, you take those feelings and give it to your therapist. They help you understand where these feelings are coming from, why are you feeling it, and what you can do through your own actions and words. So you feel I have the power to change it because this idea came from me only. You didn't tell me. You are just making me talk to myself. You are just there. That's about it. So it's crazy that we need another person to help us talk to ourselves only. Right?
Yes, as you said, we need to introspect. Yes. You have to listen to yourself. Students, I'm talking about. Nowadays, the students, they need therapy. That is what they feel. According to me, parents should not give them presents. Their presence itself is a great present to the kids. That is what I feel. So, moving ahead of therapy, how to handle this emotional exhaustion? Is it through therapy? Again?
Could be. See, I have met people who said that therapy doesn't work for me. And honestly, there are a lot of ways to look at it. People who swear by therapy will always say you have not got the right therapist, you should spend some time on that. But at the end of the day, every person is very different. Something that works for you might not work for you, even though it's the greatest thing. There are people who swear by yoga. Yoga will solve all your problems. Either I am not meant for yoga or I did not find the right yoga instructor. It could be anything. Do I have the time to go and find? Maybe that's also a bigger question. Right? I would say find something that works for you, or maybe have a mix of things. Sometimes if I'm having a really bad day, I just want to switch off my mind. A good nap will help. But on other days, maybe that I can't even sleep. playing sports helps me a lot because I am only concentrating on the next hit when I'm playing badminton or TT or pool or something before concentrating on something else. Because I know the moment I get distracted, I'll miss a point. So it brings me to the present. Sometimes talking to your friends helps, sometimes traveling helps. Therapy has really helped me. So I feel like all of us should have a list of things, a bag of options that really helps us. And that help or whatever you feel like kind of letting yourself go should happen before the panic hits. The button, right? We are always thinking, oh, tomorrow is the project submission. We will do it today. Today we will do an all-nighter and submit the project tomorrow. But you got two months to work on that project. Why are we still functioning like college kids? If we feel life is a little difficult, happens from time to time, just try to let go little by little every day. Go for a 10-minute walk, go on the treadmill for half an hour, just get some fresh air, take some time, don't touch your phone the first thing in the morning, have enough water. These are basic things. Eating, sleeping, drinking water fixes most things and basic movements. I think if we get the basics right, the emotional exhaustion will stop. Because everything is in our head, we have to get the thoughts outside from our head to in the outside world. Physical movements in a lot of sense help us. So that could be it, right? So either physically you move, or either if you are a person of words, put it out there. You can write your feelings, journaling helps. I do a lot of public writing. I write it on my newsletter. Some 300 people read it. Not all the time, but I feel like I put it out there. It's outside of my system now. Let it go. If you do it over and over again, it will just go off from your system. It's going away like toxins. If you keep it and you keep kind of cooking it, tomorrow it will burst.
You're right. Sonali, now I have a question. Earlier, physical abuse, mental abuse were meant only for women. Only women used to get physical abuse, mental abuse. But now in India, within 3 months, you have heard so many men getting killed by wife and boyfriend. And physically, mentally, they are abusing at home. Women, the wife or the partner abusing, telling them you are not capable of this, your capacity is this. Does this affect at workplace? How?
Yeah, it does. It's really sad that this is happening. It's a very controversial topic because every time there is something, there are women who will kind of jump up and say that this is wrong. But there are women who will also say that, hey, this has happened to us for many years and decades. Now that it's happening to men, it's such a big deal. Men will say not always men, but see, look, we are also victims. So I think debates can happen all the time, but we are trying to solve the problem. As a decent human being, I wouldn't want neither a man nor a woman nor anybody else to get hurt. Right? That's the kind of world we should aspire to get. Why should anybody be violently attacked or trying to control another person at all? We don't need to do that. Now, a lot of these things that you mentioned could also potentially come from work stress. Right? So, like I said, this aspiration is a very big problem. You go to your work, all we are doing is the rat race. I have entered the workforce. My next thing is I want to get a promotion, or I want to get this very big project, or I want to show this person I'm better. And we are constantly trying to prove ourselves. A lot of us have had bad bosses, bad managers, very unsupportive management. But because now we have entered the workforce, we can no longer quit because we have to spend at least X amount of time in that organization to make the CV look good.
Correct.
Then we can go change. Sometimes we go from one bad place to the other bad place.
Trying to find.
Yes. So I don't know what we are doing. So I think it starts with self-respect. If I'm being treated at a certain way at my workplace, how much of that will I take? How much of that is really my skill? Are you questioning my ability to do the work, or are you personally attacking? That's the first thing. So if someone says, Sonali, I expected better from you. Expect better from me in what way? Am I supposed to, let's say, close 10 sales? I did 5, which means 50% is my output. I understand I should do better. If you say I expect better from you because whatever you have done this in the past, or you are incapable, or you are stupid, or you are dumb. In professional lingo, nowadays HRs get a lot of complaints, but in a professional way you can tell me something like this, yet you are attacking me personally, you are attacking my ability and not just my performance in that quarter, then that should be something I should really consider. What are you doing? Are you trying to make me a better performer, or are you trying to kill my morale? And the moment I feel that, I should take a back step. Is this workplace for me? Should I escalate? Should I talk to my colleagues? What we do again here also, we feel so worked up, we don't want to look weak. So we will not tell anyone that this is happening to us. We will be like, no, we'll push. So we will do extra hours, we'll take the laptop back home, we will go work over the weekends, kids are playing, people are cooking, family is watching TV, you're still working. For who? For what? To impress your boss, your manager, or to provide a good life for you and your family? What is the purpose? Forgotten, completely forgotten. So all of the work pressure you are bringing back to your family, to your house, parents, partner, wife, children, husband, whoever you're living with, even friends. You live in with your friends and your roommates also. All the frustration you are putting on these poor people who are not even at fault, because you can do that.
Correct. So he is a physical abuser now.
Yes.
Because he is taking the package.
Exactly. And again, if your boss is treating you badly and you are not able to do something about it, you take that abuse or you take that bad reaction from that boss, you let it cook inside your head, your heart, you go back and you abuse other people in your family. Are you different? See? You're just the same. The boss is saying, hey, your performance is bad. Because of you, I am getting shit from the management, so I'm telling you things. You are going back to your family, your kids, people who are weaker than you of sorts, or emotionally connected to you, so they're not going to say anything to you, and you're doing the same thing and you're finding other reasons to do that. Where are you going with that? Then, in a lot of ways, don't you deserve the karma that you're getting from the boss? God is watching if you're weak for a boss. Yeah, so you first fix your behavior. And you also figure out, hey, how much of this will I take, boss? Isse aage I can't take. So let me look at a job change. Let me look at other ways to figure out. Let me not take it personally. Again, therapy can help here. That if he's telling something to me, maybe I am also interpreting it in a personal way. They're saying, Sonali, I expect better from you. Maybe they really mean my performance. I am thinking, oh my God, I am so stupid, I am so dumb, I should have done this, I have disappointed him. He has not told me anything like that. I am only thinking and filling in the blanks. So that can also be a problem.
So to solve these things in corporate, do you have good counseling centers or counselors? Very good. Is it mandatory in MNCs?
I don't think it's mandatory. But a lot of MNCs do have, sometimes they have in-house counselors, or they have tied up with other therapists, therapy providers or mental health experts to give you that support. So a lot of them have a certain budget that you can use to avail these therapy services, credits, and they also have mental health sessions and stuff like that. People in my friend group who are in this space do these sessions. But I feel like, why are you waiting for corporates to do that? What if they don't? What if the company is still in the growing phase? What if the founders don't believe in therapy? There are so many people who don't believe in medicine. They will not take medicine. They don't believe in doctors. And therapy is way different than that, right? They suffer, right? So sit. If you are in the car and you feel like the car is going to crash, and if you are a driver, please take the steering wheel control yourself. Be like, boss, it's okay. You are unable to drive. Let's go to the destination safely. Move aside. You are letting other people drive. You are becoming backside driver. When they are driving in their own style, you are thinking, oh, what kind of driving is it? Then you drive. So you take the onus on yourself. Be responsible for the results that you are getting. If something is going wrong in your life, I know it's easy to blame people because it's a nice excuse. Am I doing enough to solve that for myself first? Yes, there are people with whom bad things are happening and they are unable to solve it because they are stuck in that problem. That's a whole different ballgame. But have they really considered that, have I tried every other thing and then I figured I'm stuck? What should I do next? have the mindset of solving the problem and not just sitting and being in the problem.
So now my biggest question is, especially when married, how do we balance work and life?
Very interesting. I'm not married, but I have a partner. I'm not married, so yeah. Okay. I think a lot of people feel being married is the end all and all. I am married. That part of my life is completely taken care of. और कोई effort ही नहीं डालना उसमें. I don't have to put an effort only. If I'm dating someone, I still feel that this person can run away. So little effort I will put. Yeah. But when I'm married, done, right? It's like I've gotten that promotion at that corner office. I don't have to work at all.
Okay.
You're gonna let your promotion slide. Somebody else will take your gati. I think we have to also, in a certain sense, treat our families, our relationships, our marriages a little like work. Little. Why? In terms of the discipline of keeping that relationship alive. Just like at the workplace, we have performances, we have PRAs, we have to-dos. I know if I don't do my targets, people will come and question me. What happened was? Someone is making it. Here I'm hoping your partner or your family is not making it out, hopefully. You make work for yourself, no, Baba. How much of your time you are spending with your parents, your family, your partner, husband, wife, children? And are you really being fair to them? Again, what is the purpose of earning money and working? Is it not to buy more time with your family? Is it not to provide a good life to your family? On vacation you're working. What time are you living there? Merely buying the tickets and buying a good hotel is not enough. They need your time, they need your emotional support, they need these conversations. Are you really doing that? Another thing I have seen is, again, my observation. Women in the workplace are trying to become more like men. Let us not compete with men in the workplace.
Equality.
Yes, equality is fine. Again, the whole thing is that we are not less than men, but we are different than men. We have to be a little different. We function differently, we feel differently. The world expects different things from us. We can say all the time that, hey, at home, everybody should do their own jobs and tasks. Yes, that is correct. But it is also true that in a lot of workplaces, the household chores are not divided equally. So if as a woman, you know, at this point of time, you have not reached a place where your family is completely supporting you at home, and you still have to go home and do your work. At the workplace, you have to find out ways to balance it. Why? You want to do 100% at the workplace also, 100% at home also. Somewhere you have to tell people, boss, leave. Please be okay with disappointing people. Be okay to tell your people at home, I have work, I cannot do this. Or be okay to go to your boss and say, I have a family, I cannot work on this project right now. You want this person to be impressed, that person to be impressed, you are burning yourself. Please be okay not to be the favorite of people all the time.
So basically you're saying learn to say no.
Yes, learn to say no and be okay with it. First, say no to yourself. It's okay if this person does not like me for the next 5 days. Are you okay with that? I know I am not okay with it. I take time.
Correct.
But because nobody wants to disappoint another person. But you are disappointing yourself. You are not good anywhere. You are putting both the legs on 2 different boats that are going here. You are disappointing this person here also, that person here also. एक में 100% डालो. Some balance has to be there, and it has to start with, again, who am I doing this for, and am I really happy doing this? You are spending so many hours at the office. Your children have not told you. Your partner has not told you. Now when they are asking for your time, you are saying, I am going to the office, I am going for who? Who asked you? In a lot of ways, you also have aspirations of the next promotion. That is your dream. You can penalize your family. So little hard talk and real talk with yourself will help.
So what you're saying is the old system, what we had, alpha male goes out, he works, he earns money, he brings it home. And at home, the lady of the house, she is the queen. We all listen to her. That system was okay. Or in the name of equality, we have gone too far. Too much of stress we are taking.
So I have lived in a family where there was no rules. There were no gender rules. My mother has been in the kitchen. My dad has been in the kitchen. We have never, in our independent small family unit, we were never taught the difference between a man and a woman. I do not know it. I don't understand it. If someone comes and tells me, you are a woman or you are a girl, when I was a girl, you can't do this, I didn't understand the logic behind it because I was never taught. I have seen my mom always work. I still see my dad in the kitchen, cooking, cleaning, helping her, helping us. Again, I've started stopping to use his word help. Why is he helping? It's his house also. It's his kitchen also. He is doing his work. He did not help my mother. Just like when my mom is earning, he's not helping him or us. She's earning. She's doing her bit. We can do multiple things in multiple areas of our life. We can be a champion at the workplace. We can also come back home and be a great person at home. But that balance is something that you have to be honest with yourself and with the people that you are staying with. Most of the guys, I was listening to one reel, most of the guys have seen their father go to work, come back home and seeing the house is absolutely in order and expect that and want to be like that person. Most of the women have seen their mothers not enjoy this. They want their freedom, they want to earn their own money, they just don't want to be confined in the kitchen and in the kids. And the women are like, we don't want to be like that. This is the mismatch. Expectation is the mismatch. If you are with a person, they will have their own aspirations and dreams, which means that the household work is not just one person's responsibility, which also means that perhaps earning the money is also not one person's responsibility. So divide and rule, but be honest. If my mom has an important project or needs to stay out late, she'll let us know. It is not our place to judge it. At the same time, if we feel like our dad is cooking bad food, but we don't know how to cook, we should order or we should eat the food instead.
No complaining, no
complaining. Or you go to the kitchen, boss, and you make your own food. That's it. Solve the problem. Don't tell the other person they have to solve the problem for you. Take a little accountability. Easier said than done. I'm not saying I do all of that. Very bad at the kitchen, but trying my best.
So now, with all the talks we had, how does youmanize help at workplace if somebody has to hire?
Yes. So we help companies build culture. We help companies build trust with their team members and their employees. In what way? So, like I mentioned that now we are all entering the workplaces. All we want to do is quickly do our working there. We have no connection with the brand that we are. We don't care about the company. We're like, okay, somewhat this brand is there. I will take this brand and use it on my CV so my CV looks strong. But the mission, values of the company, I don't care. I'll not listen to all this town hall and all of that. I'll just do my bit and go. Younger people are entering the organization and they are asking, what are you giving me more than money and so-called benefits? What more do I have? I want to belong to the workplace. I want to feel like I want to come to work on my own, not because I'm forced to earn money. And a lot of the youngsters, because their parents are still young and the parents are still working, don't need the money also. So they are asking all these questions. I don't need the money. I don't need the fat package. I want to come to work happy. I want to come to work where I feel like I have an opinion, I have a voice. Which means if I'm asking my manager, who asked me to do this? Why? The manager cannot say, because this is just what it is. Just do it because I said so. Because the manager has no idea why. The manager also just heard from their manager, we have to do this. They never had the courage to go and ask their higher management, why are you asking me to do this? So they don't have the answer, hence they are not able to give the answer to. So there's a lot of mismatch and disconnection between all the hierarchies. Where the juniors dislike the manager is always in the middle like a tennis ball. The management only wants to suck money and make people work. So it has become profits over people than people over profits. If you keep your people happy, connected to you and really care about them, not pretend to care about them, they will be with you year on year. A lot of companies are crying and saying, Sonali, these people don't have loyalty to the brand. Everybody just wants to come, work for a few months and go off. Do you have loyalty to your people? If you let a person go, Will you let a person go on a good term? How many people can say I've quit a job and my company did not give me a hard time while quitting the job? Did not hold back my money, did not hold back my full and final, did not hold back my relieving letter. Very few people can say. Because we are in such an ego battle, we want to own our resources. We want to own people. We look at them like somewhat of a slave mentality. I have paid you to do the work. No, you have to treat them like human beings. People come, they do their work and they go off. Why do they stay with you? If you are training them for 6 months and they are hardly performing for the next few months, they have taken that training, taken that brand, taken that money, they are leaving. Before your ROI is there, they are off.
Thank you.
And then you have to do the process all over again.
Correct.
So let's build an organization where we start treating people like human beings. We build that trust, where people don't cry on Mondays and don't wait for friends. That's the goal.
So that is what Youmanize does that. My next question is, can you talk something about Gen Z? Because I read an article that the CEOs, they do not want to recruit them because of the culture. They enter the office with the Red Bull and crossed legs. They don't show any respect towards managers or their CEOs. Can you talk? Are they that tough to handle?
Mixed opinions. I am not anti-Gen Z at all. I feel like pros and cons. Gen Zs have the courage to do things that millennials do not. When I was young, I was just entering the workforce, I had questions.
Yeah.
I had opinions. I was like, if I say things, I'm going to lose my job. I can't say it.
Okay.
The Gen Zs are coming and they're like, boss, we will ask. You have to tell us. Why are you making me do this?
Yeah.
Well, and it's the same, right? When we went to school, we were asked to mug up facts, mug up formulas. Now Gen Z will say, boss, I can just, my ChatGPT will do it. Why do I need to understand this? So logic and all non-logic will not work with you. But at the same time, I feel Gen Zs, even though they're in a lot of ways asking the right questions, trying to make the right change, you also have to understand that you're working with people from a totally different generation. And this sudden shock cannot happen overnight. You cannot change your parents overnight. You want to change, you want to help them understand something, it has to happen gradually over time. Because you having these thoughts also did not come overnight. Not like you slept yesterday, today you are woke. Or you're modern, or you have something.
Yes.
No. You thought about it. So you have to allow the other person to also understand your point of view without getting offended or impatient.
Okay, so we have to understand Gen Z.
Yes, we have to understand that Gen Zs have to also be very openly communicative without saying, oh my God, you're such a blue wife. I'm sorry, attitude is a thing, yeah. Let's meet each other halfway. Nobody's completely wrong, but if this continues, then what are we looking at? We are only kind of in an organization, we are only quarreling with each other and having miscommunication. How will we go and sell any product, service, or do any good in the world?
My next question is related to this last word of yours. Success is not about tech and strategies. It's also about people, emotion. That is what you. Please explain.
So, this whole tech boom, yeah, people are like, ChatGPT is doing this, ChatGPT, whatever, any AI is doing this, AI is doing that. AI will help you if you have taste. If I put a prompt in AI, write an article for me, and you put the same prompt, maybe depending on what AI we are using, or even if we use the same AI, depending on the past, whatever conversation we had, the article will somewhat be little similar, little different. You might go ahead or someone else might go ahead and just post the same article, saying my article, because it's coming from you. Someone else who has taste and understand this article is not what I wanted, will constantly reiterate. Where am I getting the taste from? First, to understand that I want to put out something in the world which is attached to my name, something very informational, something very helpful to the other person, and not merely because I just want to create content randomly. Next, I am also putting in the effort to learn from other sources. I'm reading books, I'm talking to people, so I'm developing thoughts. And I'm putting all those thoughts as my own thoughts after brewing it into the AI. AI is giving me some feedback, I'm constantly talking to it and putting out. So these are the emotions, the human element. We have to keep nurturing that. AI cannot come up with their own problems. You are telling AI something. That telling has to be proper. And the output, you have to make sure that the output is helpful for you and for the people outside. That input output has to be lived by people. Go around and talk to people. In order for you to be good at tech and live in the world of technology, we're a technology first world, we have to go back to our roots and become more human beings. When I talk to you and I figure I'm able to access you, right? I'm able to see, okay, you're comfortable, you're confident. But sometimes you can see the body language. This person is uncomfortable, this person is anxious. Where is the AI looking at all that? I am seeing it. Do I have the capability to gauge that? As a manager, if I'm having a conversation with you, AI can write the script. AI can write the email. But when I'm having a heart-to-heart connect with you, that the technology is not doing. I am doing it with you. Correct. That connect will help us build a better world. So tech is a mere enabler. It is here to stay. We cannot let go of it. It is a good thing. It's amplifying a lot of things for us. But the input of that tech is what we are really questioning. What are you putting in the tech and what will you use it? Good or bad?
You said you love writing. What are you writing now? About what?
So I'm writing a book. It's a book on insecurities.
Okay.
Yes, and I have a confession to make. I have written 2 books before, but it's not solo books. I've co-authored. I've written one chapters each, and I think over time I've realized that just by writing one chapter, I told people I'm an author. I feel very ashamed because what kind of audacity do I have to take the term author and just say, oh my god, I'm an author? Where people have earned that term by writing books and spending years and years and years into the craft. So right now I have a writing coach who's teaching me how to write, who's giving me feedback, and using that I'm writing the book. I'm also writing a newsletter. The topic is mostly on life, business, marketing, sales, a lot of things embedded into it, but a lot of things is into the human element of life, human element of work. Insecurities is a big thing, right? The whole point, if I look at someone and I want to live life like them, is because I am insecure in who I am. If you fix the root, our outlook in life will change. You might develop new insecurities. Yes. That's a good thing. At least let go of the past. No, we have to figure that out first.
Yeah. Oh, what is quiet quitting?
It's very interesting. This is a very new term, very Gen Z by nature. But all of us have done this. Gen Zs are developing these new terms, which I'm very big fond of. Quiet quitting is when you are not really quitting. You are in the same office, you are working with the same company, but you are emotionally distancing yourself from the company. So what you're doing is you're quietly going and doing your work. You're barely putting any effort into it. So the output is not that great, but good enough for you to keep you off the radar. So I'm doing my bare minimum, which means I'm still getting my salary. I'm still getting whatever designation and things I want. I'm still going to do my work, but I'm not putting heart into it. Over time, it is bad for the companies. Because when I'm doing quiet quitting, I'm also looking at other opportunities. I want to quietly get the hell out of it.
No attachments.
No attachments. So the moment you detach yourself, the output will falter because there is no heart in it. There is no effort into it. So that's quiet quitting. Quietly quitting without making a big deal about it. Quietly I'll do my work and just do the bare minimum. The moment I get free out, I'll be free.
Why it's happening?
Again, because the companies are not valuing their employees. They are not. You can't merely say we are a family. I mean, families are toxic also. Right? Not all families are great. I don't want a family in my workplace. This is a workplace. I want the workplace to be a workplace.
Yeah.
My friends are not my siblings. I'll whack my sibling. Will I whack a friend? No, I cannot do that. Don't whack a friend. Yeah. So, again, we have to treat people like people. Everybody in the workplace is only trying to gain control over the other person. Oh, I'm a junior, my manager is treating me bad. Let me become a manager. Instead of saying let me become a manager, I'll treat people well, I'll also treat you like that. ऐसा ही होता है. This also, my manager used to treat me like this, I am being good on you. It's like, ragging in school and college. our seniors have ragged us, so we will continue ragging as a pratha. Arey bhai, you break the chain, right? So if I've had horrible managers in the past, apart from this one manager who was fantastic, so good that I joined the organization because of that manager, and I did not want to quit because of that manager. And so many people in my friend group in the same organization did not want to quit only because of the manager. We were like, we will never get this person. We were not connected to the brand at all, as much as we were connected to the manager, because they treat us like a human being. It was never like, how are you doing this? Do it this way. It was always like, hey, whatever you did was okay, or okay, fine. Do you want to try it this way? So it was a conversation. There was no command. There was no, I am telling you, so you have to do it. There was mutual respect. And the manager also understood that I have some strengths that they don't have. So the manager was open to learn that. And also very vulnerable. If they made a mistake, they will say, boss, I made a mistake. So you're also telling me that tomorrow if I make a mistake, I don't have to cover it up. I don't have to lie. I can also tell you because you will take care of me. You will not kind of tell this, rat me out to the other person, I'll lose my job. Trust is ordering in the workplace. So why will people come and work for you? Because they know the moment you get an opportunity, you will kick me out. So I will also do my best to make sure you are also not growing. So we are enemies in the workplace. We are not friends. Should we be friends right now? We have to be friends at least be an acquaintance.
To have a cordial
relationship, yeah.
Exchange pleasantries, good morning, good evening, how are you doing today? Yeah,
I need it. How are you doing? Okay, let's get to it. Arey, wait, bhai, let the person say how
I'm
you
not
are
doing
doing. What. Also say what you are doing. We used to remember when we used to have team calls. The first 10-15 minutes was really chit-chatting, really getting to know each other. We know how many of us have pets, where we are from, what languages we speak, are we married, not married. Not too much into detail, but as a human we should know, right? We should not only know this person is very difficult, this person does this, so I can manipulate this person. All these things we don't know anything as a once.
Very, very interesting conversation. So finally, at the end, just one word for this busy life.
Slow down. Let's slow down. I think we are just running constantly. Breathe. I'm also telling myself to breathe. And there will always be things to do. The to-do list will never end because you are only adding to the to-do list. The dreams will never end. Right? The vision board will never be complete. Because we are always aspiring to more. That's a good thing. Right? Satisfaction can become lethargy very quickly or laziness very quickly. But we also have to celebrate our wins and micro wins now. Like today we did this podcast. I'm going to really celebrate this. I'm really liking it. But what we are doing is, okay, we did this podcast, doesn't matter. What matters is the moment we post, how many people will like, how many people will share, will we get business out of it? That is the metric that if we chase, we are only putting the onus on other people. The onus should be on us. Effort should also lead to some form of celebration. Real effort. We came from different places. We beat the Bangalore traffic in a lot of ways. Today is a Saturday. We could have slept in, done so many things. But we were like, we want to do this. This is what's celebration. This is what's slowing down, talking to yourself and feeling like, hey, I'm doing good. Why do you want another person to come and tell you you are the best? Look at yourself and be like, boss, this is great. Yes, I'm not perfect. Nobody is. I can change things in myself. I can become better. But the version of me right now is not that bad. This is great. Let's do this. Tomorrow I was not this great. Today I have learned, I have grown, and which means I have potential to be better. So have that conversation with yourself and love yourself a little bit. Be easy on yourself.
That is so important. Like yourself, love yourself. This is one of the best conversations I had. Shonali, I learned so much while talking. Thank you so much for joining. Thanks a lot. All the very best.
Thank you.